It might be loading. Getting absolutely no feedback though. Completely frozen. So there's no way of knowing. There we go. There we go. Some movement. Yes.
All right, let's get this party started. Here we are on the shores of New England. I have half a pack of cigarettes and $30 in my pocket. If you want to know my story, get us to that island up ahead. Just know, I've got nothing to lose and a huge gap in my memory. Huge as in the first 10 years of my life. There isn't a single memory. The tank of this boat is as empty and hollow as a political promise.
Oh boy. Government sucks so bad. Why do people even put up with it? You may ask, why do you put up with it? Well, I don't. I'm too low to even do anything about it, one way or another. I'm dependent upon somebody, and right now that's the government, but if we didn't have government, I'd depend on somebody else, or die. It's just the way it is. Hey, over there, it looks like it's blocked by rocks and shit. I could just, like, jump over, maybe. Yeah. It's not opening. Oh, this door.
Look at that. A key. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what it unlocks.
I wanna go.
I hate the sea. I hate deep water. I can't even
How the
swim,
hell did we end up here?
but I've got to get to the island.
What is so important there? That you would come somewhere you hate.
This is enough fuel to get me to Alaska. Or at least to the island.
Boat, I got some gas. Apparently a whole barrel that I can just carry without weighing me down at all.
I am John Richards, and I am innocent. I spent the last years in the Providence State Prison for a crime I hadn't committed. Armed robbery and assault. Christmas Eve, 2009. A convenience store just outside the town where I used to live. Hell, I was a high school teacher then, and yeah, I didn't earn much, but robbery? No fucking way. I spent the night 80 miles away in my cabin, my private retreat for the holidays, working on exams and exercises for my pupils. Alone. A pretty bad alibi, especially as they had me on tape. Not only my face, clearly visible, hard to mistake for another one, they also had my DNA all over the place. My lawyer couldn't argue with that, but I refused the deal they offered. And instead of 18 months and a chance for probation after 12, I got the full package of justice served. No hearing, no probation, no easy way out. I was innocent, but now, 5 years later, I have the attitude of an inmate and the will of a convict. I will find out who framed me, and whoever it was will pay for it. And I got a damn good lead. 2 weeks before my release, an old Catholic priest showed up in the prison, asking to talk to me. He was full of regrets and pity, telling me that he knew I was innocent, but that his story was too weird to have convinced the jury. Long story cut short, some 25 years ago, a dying maniac had confessed incredible sins to him. Didn't take me long to figure out he was talking about my father. The priest revealed to me the location of an island not far from the New England coastline and told me to go there to seek the truth. Challenge accepted. No school would hire me as a teacher anyway. All right, let's go. I remember the smell, the sounds. Seems like I had a similar bicycle once, but I think it was a different color.
My son, you have to forget everything. You have to forget the island, the school, your brothers, and you have to forget even me. You have to go back to the civilization, to that dying world outside. And you won't remember anything until you return. And you will return.
Oh my God, now I remember. This was my father. I mean, my real one. Oh look, a note.
Tell your men
Can't
to
hurt
be
you read
more
it.
careful when delivering our goods.
Last night, that damn speedboats woke up half of the boys. It took Alicia and me hours to convince them that all was just a dream. Such a recklessness endangers the entire experiment. If something like that ever happens again, I will address the Pentagon directly.
Henry Richards. That's my father. I barely remember him, but that was his name. What the hell was going on here? The Pentagon? Jesus Christ!
You see, the electricity. This island will run on its own for decades, for centuries. And this is because of the true genius Hans Kammerwas. He managed to get the Glocke here. And that's why we are autark. We can survive on our own. We have energy. We will survive.
This looks like the home from my childhood, but the details are wrong. My bed was on the opposite side of the wall, and I grew up in a shack. What happened to me? I almost drowned in a pond like this as a child. How could I forget that? This blood had dried a long, long time ago. Still gives me the creeps. It's like I died here myself.
No, yes. This was the house of Andrew. You know, the one who became insane, who killed his own brother and ate his flesh. So we had to kill him, we had to put him down, and we blocked this building. We used it as storage, but no one wanted to live here again. It was haunted.
This is impossible. The shack looks like a carbon copy of the other ones, and still it isn't the one from my returning memories. This looks like the TV I spent hours in front of. But this one wasn't mine. I don't know how I know that, but I'm sure.
Weird. Not gonna read all that.
This key should unlock the huge rusty iron gates on the island.
Oh, your school. Remember what I taught you here. Me and the others, your teachers, your parents, we were everything for you. And you got the right indoctrination. You know. You got everything. You got the knowledge. You got the power, the wisdom. Everything you needed to know. To defeat one day the rats. The rats. We almost defeated them back in the Great War. But now, America was good to us. Reagan was good to us. We were the legacy. And you are my legacy. You will defeat the rats when they rise again.
Oh yes, Father. I can remember the school now, hours and hours of political indoctrination, brainwashing and gibberish speeches about the evil Soviet Union attacking our freedom and values. I became a better teacher than you ever were. Oh yeah, that's my classroom. No doubt about that. We had our own toilet in every single classroom, just to make sure me and the others wouldn't meet somewhere without supervision. It was impossible to roam the school on our own. Father, Aunt Alicia, or one of the guardians always had their eye on us. library full of books describing the great USA, the bravery of the Wehrmacht soldiers in the last days of
Jesus
World
Christ,
War II.
now I remember.
And of course,
we
the
had all
evil
those
mix
vintage
of
Captain
communism.
America comics. They must be worth a fortune now.
The showers, used after sports. Yes, they watched us even when we showered, all the time. And it seemed so natural back then. Yes, I could use this tool to break open the door to my father's office. The entrance to the principal's office. Of course, our father was the principal. This lock is damaged, but not beyond repair. He was a sworn-in anti-communist. He was crazy, insane, and sometimes cruel. But he had left his Nazi past behind. Got it. A key to my father's house. Now I just have to find the house.
I can't stand it anymore. My whole life. It's just a lie. Everything is a lie. I should just throw myself off that cliff.
What? You want to commit suicide? You want to throw yourself off this rock? Well, go ahead then. But remember, suicide is the way of the coward. It's the way of, like Goebbels did, poisoning his family, his children, and then fleeing this world. Kammler didn't do that. He came here. He would never have committed suicide, and you shouldn't do it.
I am John Richards, and I am dead. I had the chance to reveal the secret of my own past, and one of the darkest secrets of
Wasn't
the
actually
U.S.
gonna
Cold
go.
War. But I couldn't. It was too much to discover that my very existence was nothing more than a big lie. May my soul rest in peace.
Poor Andy.